This is the third of maybe 6 of our 2-bedroom, 2-baths in Kalorama that are all floating around under $1 million. This is one of the least expensive. I think we've dropped from $899 to $725, and this one's somewhere in the fives. It's got one bedroom that's a loft that you have to access via a ladder. So it's definitely a young person's I did not drink today type apartment. This is the loft. It's got space on either side that looks down into the living room or the kitchen. Here's the ladder. I guess technically they're stairs, but they're a lot more like a ladder. Here's what the loft looks like as you go down the ladder. I hope without falling off it. There are a lot of closets up here in what I guess would have been an attic if this were our house. This was built new and does not fit into the character of Kalorama or Adams Morgan. There are 3 or 4 condos kind of like this vintage-wise, as well as some newer ones that are actually conversions. There are the stairs going down to the other level. This is a 3-level apartment. Here's our kitchen. Pretty standard granite, etc. Obviously, the granite could be a more attractive color, and you could have appliances that match. It does have something that everybody doesn't have, which is it has this very large room size deck. The only bad thing about it is that at least 3 other apartments have decks that you all see each other, so it's not really private. Although you could put up shrubbery, or you could also put up, I suppose, some kind of beaded curtain or something. There's a neighboring condo whose deck looks at you, and of course, here's some neighboring condos whose windows look at you. This building has 2 parts: a part B, B 1 through 4 or 5, and A 1 through 4 or 5. And then there's this little interstitial space down below where 2 people, you see where the parquet is on the other side, have patios, but then that little dog run in between is actually the isthmus that connects the 2 buildings. So that's the deck. This is the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor has a half bath. So we found a half bath downstairs on the 1st floor, where the thing that's most like a bedroom is. There is a full bath. Here are the stairs down to all that. It does have a wood-burning fireplace. So we have a wood-burning fireplace, central air. I think we have a washer-dryer somewhere, and we have a deck. We might even have a parking space. We just have a lot of levels. We have a kind of time-warped 1985 to 1994 vintage apartment. Here's the other bedroom. Its windows look into that interstitial space and all the other apartments. Here's its bathroom, which is beginning to be just a little bit sad, condition-wise. This looks like it's been rented. There's a lot of, you can't see it all, but there's a lot of discoloration in the paint and a lot of scuffing. And the built-in shelves are kind of ratty looking. Here are your hooks for your coats, and you could put some kind of furniture there. A very thin armoire, or a very thin table, or a bookshelf. And then here's what the hallway of the apartment looks like. Again, looking down to that interstitial space that leads to the other half of the building. None of it's beautiful. It is in a great location. It's very near one of the other apartments we just saw between 18th and 19th in Adams Morgan that is now redefined by the tax assessor to be Kalorama. So that's the unit. It is one of the cheaper ones in this bunch of 2-bedroom, 2-baths, although the 2nd bedroom is a loft and the 2nd bathroom is a half bath. It has one other detail, which I think we're even being able to pick up in the iPad, which is from the living room you do see the Washington Monument. It's a foggy, rainy day. The Washington Monument is that gray little pinky sticking up in the lighter gray clouds. It is illuminated at night now because it's got scaffolding over it to fix it from when the earthquake damaged it a year or 2 ago. So it's actually quite a sight at night.